hair, and I'm sorry about the one fan in the background. I usually have 3 turned on, but I turned 2 of them off to try and not make things too loud and crazy. But anyway, puppy doing a big stretch. Oh, you can see everyone. La. But anyway, today we are going to talk about a game that I have actually been playing on stream. If you want to check that out, my Twitch is linked down below, and I stream this particular game every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but I also stream every Monday and Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then Saturday, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, if you want to check that out, go ahead. We have a fun time over there. But today, we're going to talk about my first impressions of Red Dead Redemption 2. So first, let's get into the gameplay. Alright, so the gameplay in this is, there is a lot going on, because for instance you have all the different gun types, different gun controls, you have, trying to pull up your map, you hold the start button. I don't know why I'm going over the basic buttons like that. But as you can see, if you want to lock onto someone, you gotta hit L2. Oh, and there's also a lovely glitch. I forgot that I had that, but, it's just, there's just a ton of different stuff that goes on in this game. There's it makes it feel, in a way, like everything gameplay-wise is, how do I say it, so unique, because everything, that's embarrassing, everything has a way of, you have to do, certain button commands, and honestly, it seems very confusing with how all the buttons and the commands are, but it actually, once you pick it up, is very fluid and does make a lot of sense. And once you have all the buttons down and memorized, because I will admit, when I first started playing, I'd come back and forget the controls, but once you definitely have the controls down, you come back and just everything, it all just comes to you, and it's honestly so easy and fluid movements, and it just flows so well. And honestly, if you ask me, things just kind of make sense in it, if that makes sense. The way of how, when you're holding the button or tapping the button, the gameplay, it just flows so nicely, and it all just makes sense, and it handles so well. The gameplay is just, and then look at, like I said, this gorgeous scenery. We're going to talk about it more later, but before I ramble on any more about gameplay, let us move on to the story. The story, and this is coming from the perspective of someone who admittedly did not play the first game. I know, I'm gonna get all the flag and hate, but the story is Arthur Morgan and the crew he's with, Dutch, Jose, Lenny, all those good people. Basically, how you get your money is you're stealing and robbing. You're basically part of a Western gang, I guess would be the best way to say it. But you're trying to move out and just trying to get away from frickin' O'Driscolls and all that drama and mess. But you have to get up enough money before you can move out far enough away. So essentially, you're just trying to make sure the O'Driscolls don't mess with you, and just get enough money that you can move you and your whole group out to where you want to go, so you can be free and just start anew and live your life, and it'll be great. And I mean, I don't know what else. I don't know what else you want. That's the basics of that. But anyway, we're going to talk about now my thoughts and opinions. Honestly, so first off, let me just say, I freaking love the visuals of this game. It is such a gorgeous game, and there are so many little details, because for instance, if you're you know, just standing somewhere and you're out in the wild, predators, you know, they'll notice you or whatever. Or if you're just standing and watching wilderness, you know, you'll see squirrels that are just rooting around, picking stuff, doing their own thing. They become very conscious of you. The NPCs are all, you know, they're doing their thing. And it's the micro details of, like, let's say you're riding next to someone or just like behind someone pretty close and you're riding for a little too long that it makes them uncomfortable. They'll start saying things to you like, can I help you, or like move away or whatever. Like, I need to stop saying like, but it's those little touches that just make it feel like it's a real world with real people and real animals. And like I said a second ago, but let me just say it again, the visuals, oh my goodness, you get some gorgeous like sunrises and sunsets and the thunderstorms, and you know, when you're in a forest area and you get the lighting coming through the trees, and just when you're, I can't remember the name of the town, but it was inspired by New Orleans, when you're there at night and everything's just like lit up with the lanterns, and it's a gorgeous game. I could go on and on about that. It's just, it's so beautiful looking. It makes you feel so peaceful and serene, and like you want to go on a nature hike almost, is basically what the visuals want to do. Or it makes you feel like you already are on a nature hike, in a way, just involving more cowboys and guns. You know, good stuff. But anyway, honestly, I really enjoy it. Like, I personally say, and I even said this on stream last Wednesday, I was like, I feel like Red Dead 2, and this will probably get me some hate too, but I feel like it's GTA, but with a better story and Western. So, it's got plenty of the open world. There's, I mean, I've been streaming, I don't know how many hours I have in the game right now, but I've been streaming, you know, it's like 3-hour streams basically. I've been playing this for a couple months, and I barely made a dent in everything you can do in the game. Like, there is just so much. It's such an expansive world, and just all, like, I really like too how a lot of the side missions or side quests you can find, they'll just, it's an organic way of when you're walking around and then someone will be saying something and it'll ping on your little mini map, and then you just go and find them, and you know, you just go and either help them or not. I mean, it's up to you, because so I recommend getting your reputation up personally, because there's things that are locked unless you have a certain reputation or high, yeah, honor, reputation, and you can also get discounts for certain things. But I mean, you can always play outlaw way and basically have like everywhere you go you got like a $20 bounty on your head, which back then is a lot, remember, but you have like a $20 bounty on your head, and anytime the law enforcement sees you, they just come running and chasing after you. Or if you're like me and accidentally get wanted and get bounties because I'm trying to keep my reputation up, you could always go and pay it off like a good citizen, like a good little boy. But yeah, no. And there's, so even going back to the little touches, because I was just remembering, so there's little things like Arthur Morgan, how his beard grows is literally just through in-game time, like how it naturally would. His beard will grow out, his like facial hair will grow out and everything. And I honestly think that's just, it's just those little touches that make it stand apart and make it, they're part of what make it such a good and enjoyable game, because it just, it feels more real and organic, and like you're actually immersed in this other world. Like, let me tell you, when I'm sitting there playing it, you know, even if I didn't have chat talking and getting all that engagement, like, I could easily end up sitting there and playing Red Dead for just hours and not even realizing hours and hours had passed, and be like, oh shoot, it's already this time, what the heck, I need to go do other things. Like, this is a game you could easily just like lose yourself in. At least I personally feel that way, and there is so much stuff. Like, I haven't even, you know, been over the whole map and discovered everything. Something I definitely recommend doing with this game, because you can use the train to fast travel, but I recommend traveling on your horse as much as you can, because as with any other open world, of course, that's how you're going to find things in the environment, like the interesting things of different side quests, different items, different characters, you know, different animals, because you even have things like legendary animals, which are harder to kill, and they got like really nice meat, and they got really nice coats that get you a lot of stuff for upgrades. So I highly recommend, as like I said, with any open world, definitely, especially in the beginning, avoid fast traveling or using the train and just ride your horse around. Like, admittedly, probably 3/4 of my game is like me riding the horse around, but I tend to, you can find interesting stuff. I found some interesting things. But anyway, why don't you go ahead and leave in the comments down below, maybe some fun stuff you have found in Red Dead 2. Try not to leave maybe any spoilers. I mean, it's kind of an older game, so you can, but just, random things you found when you're out running, wandering around. That could be fun. And what your experience was with that. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. You don't have to, but it helps to let me know what y'all are enjoying. If you want to see more like this, I upload review videos every Monday and Friday, and then Sunday and Wednesday are gameplay type videos. And I'm going to state it here because I even had someone in the stream asking me on Wednesday. Yes, I will be getting back to Persona 5. It's just right now the location I'm at is not very convenient for recording that kind of video, but don't worry, I will get back to Persona 5 on Wednesdays instead of just archiving streams. It'll be actually like actual sit-down recorded gameplay, I promise. But you can also hit that subscribe button if it just makes it easier, and hit the notification bell, and that way you can just know whenever I upload a video. If you don't want to bother with the schedule, my Twitch is linked down below, like I said, where my Twitter and my Instagram also are. If you want to see my dog, follow the Instagram. And if you just want like updates on videos, or even if you're interested in streaming and you want updates on that, follow that Twitter. That's where that's all going to be. And that's going to be it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye!